democracy. So, up until 2020, likely be a change of government. Okay, so what do you make of that? Now, there is another big story, a very big story I should mention. Buhari mortgaged the future of Nigeria. And this is coming from the governor of Plateau State. Trust me, if you've not looked at the front pages for today, this is like one of the biggest stories that the newspapers published. One of the biggest stories, I cannot lie. Let's see. The governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mufwang, on Monday lamented the economic hardship being faced by Nigerians and blamed the situation on the last administration led by ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. Speaking during the swearing-in of 22 special advisors and heads of government agencies at the government house in Jos, he said Buhari left the country's economy in a terrible shape for his successor, President Bola Tinubu. Now, Mufwang said, "We are at a very difficult juncture in the history of this country, and I'm an advocate that after the election you forget politics and face governance. And even though the federal government has been led by a party other than my own, I owe you the duty to tell Nigerians the truth that this government inherited a worse situation than 1999. This government inherited an economy where we simply printed money up to the tune of 30 trillion naira and shared. This government inherited an economy where the crude oil we are yet to take out of the ground had been sold in advance." So when you're talking about the fall of the naira, it's not rocket science. We sold our future under the last administration. No wonder you're hearing of riots today, people intercepting food on the way. We're lucky on the plateau that perhaps we have more food than many other states. And I pray the time will not come on the plateau that we will see this kind of riot for food, but it means we must roll up our sleeves and get to work. And that is why for us as a government, when we announced one of the positions that talked about food security, people were laughing, but it is a serious issue. So the governor announced that he talked about other things, but I want to focus on what the governor of Plateau State said. One, the printed money to the tune of 30 trillion naira and shared amongst the states. So even the state's government or the state governments are also very much complicit in this very issue. And I remember once upon a time, Governor Obaseki of Edo State was, clamoring and singing and shouting at the top of his voice, saying that just maybe they were printing money at the CBN and not necessarily as a result of buying and selling or production or none of that. So number one, the printed money to the tune of 30 trillion naira and shared. So that is really impacting on the value of the naira. That is really impacting on the inflation we are faced with. So much money in circulation, little goods to buy. I mean, basic economics, right? And also that there is the talk about crude oil. I think I had someone on my way into the studio talking about, the situation of things in the Niger Delta, where the army has, uncovered a series of illegal spots used for illegal refining and illegal obtaining of crude oil in the Niger Delta, in Krika, in Degema, in some parts of Bayelsa, in I think Cross River. My goodness, in many parts of the Niger Delta. And you see, it's crazy. However, what is more crazy is the fact that the government sold in advance the crude oil that was even yet to be drilled. So you then ask the question, could this be what is affecting the kickoff of Dangote's refinery? Could this be why there is no much focus on our own local refineries? I'm talking about Port Harcourt, Warri, Kaduna. Could that be the reason? Because there is not even a drop of crude oil to supply to these refineries. Could that be the case? Could it also be that the reason why we are where we are today could be, we've mortgaged our crude oil and then the boys are stealing the crude oil from the creek, so we can't even meet up our obligations and agreements that we signed. It's a crazy situation of economic outlook for Nigeria. A crazy situation, I should say. But what are you thinking? Because this is not just another fellow. This is a governor of a state who usually would attend. Is it the National Economic Council meetings? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, NEC. And usually will be briefed by the vice president, the situation of things and what the governors should do. So I don't think he's just speaking. I think maybe he's got, although he's of the PDP, so you want to maybe argue from the point that he could be, playing opposition party politics. However, he may just be privy to certain pieces of information that you and I are not privy to, and he's blaming the previous administration. And the one question I've asked, and for the upteenth time, I'll ask again: why have we not seen the former president, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, brought in for questioning? Why did you print 30 trillion naira? For what reason? Is that not anti-economical? Or is it not anti, or is it, how do I put it, poor economics? I think that's the best way to put it. Poor economic. Is that not what it is? But what do I know? I guess, there is the unwritten agreement: never touch a former president in Nigeria. But now to my final big story. Do I have a commercial? No, I do not. I think I do. I do have a commercial. Governor Fubara orders the promotion of workers at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. I'll tell you about it, and I'll tell you why I saw this news, and you and I will talk about it in a bit. To stay tuned. All right, 26 minutes gone past the hour of 3. You're still listening to 92.3 Nigeria Info. This is Hard Facts. I am Kalada Kurubatubo, and we're looking at the big stories. And I was just reading out the third big story before I went for the commercial break, and I told you that the governor of Rivers State, Simnalai Fubara's Excellency, has approved the commencement of promotion for workers at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. Now, if you go to the Government House Media Rivers State Facebook page, you will find the story, and the story is talking about the immediate commencement of promotions for all staff members at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital, ROSUTH. The announcement came during a crucial meeting with the newly inaugurated Board of Management of that institution yesterday, where the governor charged the board to swiftly initiate the promotion exercise for the hospital's workforce. Now, with that move, the governor has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to prioritizing the well-being of healthcare workers and bolstering the healthcare infrastructure in the state. What do you make of this? For those of you who have been following the Rivers politics, how do you think this move will impact on Rivers State I would like to hear from you as well. Let's get talking and talk for development. 27 minutes gone past the hour. It's time for me to open the phone lines. It's time for you to join the conversation, and let's get your thoughts on the big three stories. Number one, big story: Army reiterates it is not going to, perpetrate a coup d'etat. It's not going to take over from a democratic government. It's not going to disrupt democracy. We've been enjoying democracy since 1999, and we've come to that phase of our existence, or that juncture, where we are at a difficult place. We're at we have a daunting task before us, and the army is saying we are committed to democracy and we will get it right. But then while we're looking at that one, I brought the story from Plateau State, just to be precise, where the governor there, Mufwang, has come out and said, hey, I may be of the PDP, I am of the PDP, but I will tell you the truth. Buhari is the cause of this problem. He printed 30 trillion naira when there was no production. He what else did he do? He sold the crude oil in our soil even before they were drilled. He mentioned some other things and said Buhari mortgaged the future of Nigeria. So I would like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on that one? I mean, it paints a very, very gloomy picture, like a day of doom is approaching. That's the picture the governor of Plateau State has painted, in my opinion. But hey, my opinion is not what matters. What is your take? What is your thought? I like to hear from you. And of course, there's the third big story, and the third big story has got to do with the governor of Rivers State directing the promotion of the Rivers State University teaching hospital workers. Immediate promotion, as a matter of fact. And I don't know how that will impact Rivers State. One, look at it from the healthcare perspective. Two, look at it from the workers and the money's in their hands and how it will in turn affect the economy. So there are ways to look at this. I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to the phone lines now. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. There is 817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. Good afternoon. All right, I have Wari Boko as my first caller, and I wonder where he's calling me from. He's calling me from Alakaya, so I will listen to his thoughts as we officially start taking contributions. Wari Boko, welcome. Yeah, greetings to you. Welcome.
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
All right, I'm good. I hope you're good too. Let's quickly get to the point.
The issue of that on the military side. If the military said they have no problem to carry out their activities, I think the only thing I ask from the military is they should desist from attacking youth when they protest against the bad government.
Okay.
And on the government that said Buhari mortgage the future of Nigeria. I think that statement are likely to be true because the current president, Mama, this Tinubu, gave some money to ministers to buy jeep and all the other things they got. So it's part of the mortgaging that Buhari mortgage. And on the part of Fubara, I think Governor Fubara, that's a very good thing.
All right then.
No matter what anybody sees, the workers must be promoted.
All right.
They cannot be kicked.
All right then.
It's not political.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, Clinton from Buhari. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Good afternoon.
These are serious headlines.
All right.
Buhari mortgaged the future of Nigeria. That's serious, Canada. 30 trillion naira shared, printed and shared. An allegation that needs to be proven. And one thing about Nigeria is that when people allege like this, the EFC, those in charge, do not invite them to give account. They should tell us what facts do they have to back up this claim. And if anybody is found wanted the person should be called and questioned, or even better say, recover back all the money. This is Nigerian money, Canada. Finally, River State University Hospital workers to be promoted or promoted immediately. Commendable. No matter what you see, a civil servant that is due his promotion should be promoted. But in River State, we've seen cases where civil servants have been denied their promotion for years. So I think it's commendable. We'll commend the governor for what he's doing. Again, the governor should also know that some ministries have been less valued. People are retiring every day, yet nothing is being replaced. No one is being replaced. So recruitment should be done into all the ministries so that River State youth will get employed. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Clinton. I've got Victor from Port Harcourt. Victor, welcome. Good afternoon. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, I want to say that the best, or let me say the worst of democratic rule is better than the best of military rule.
Okay.
I still stand by that.
Okay.
You see, anytime a sultana is handling the affairs of this country, you will begin to hear rumors of military takeover, and it's a big challenge. You see people call on radio, social media. 8 years of Buhari rule, we never heard anybody calling for military takeover. Even if the country suffered during the Naira scarcity, nobody protested. But just 7 months of Tinubu's rule, you hear a lot of people talking about military. We are suffering. I want to say congratulations to the military command by coming out to clear the air that the military of Nigeria is not going to act like those of Guinea and Senegal and the rest of African countries. Kudos to the military. I believe they will stand by what they have said, and we are going to have the best of democracy in Nigeria.
All right, then. All right, thank you very much, Victor. I've got Frank calling from D-Line. Frank, good afternoon to you. Welcome in the show. It's good to have you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Latovo.
Good afternoon, Frank from D-Line.
Let me dwell on Governor Fubara approved the promotion of university hospital workers. It's a good one because these workers, they have suffered for so many years. They never promoted them.
Okay.
Now, the civil servants in the state, they are smiling now because their own man is the ruling. So it's a good, and I want to thank for doing that. Then, for the issue of the comment made by Governor of Plateau State, Mutwa is 100% correct. The problem emanated from Buhari regime. What this man is passing through today is caused by our former president. But I will not go that line again. He promised us that he will put everything in order. So I see no reason why people should be referencing Buhari again. I don't want people to reference Buhari because he have taken out that he will revive Nigerian economy. And let's do that. Hello?
I'm listening to you. Quickly wrap up, please.
Yeah. He has also thought that he will fight insecurity because he saw all those things. So people should stop now reminding us how Buhari messed up the country. And let them ask him to do the right thing at the right time.
All right.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you and God bless you as well. I've got Ikechi from Eneka. Ikechi, welcome. It's good to have you on the show. It's been a while.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Ikechi.
And Happy New Month.
Same to you.
I would like to comment on two stories.
Okay.
Military.
Okay.
Claiming that they will not have a coup. And the River State. RSUT, whatever. Now, let me start with the military. The military saying that there would not be a coup is not a sure banker that there will not be a coup.
Okay.
If they will have a coup, they tell you. We have reached the point in Nigeria where we are at a breakneck point.
Okay.
I just came back from NTA Road. My brother, the taxi man parked his vehicle in the filling station and paid 7,000 naira to fill up the vehicle. I was shocked. My brother, if you take 7,000 naira now and head to Chuba, that money will descend to 2K. The money has become so worthless because of how we've been handling things in this nation. A government that came on board with no plan to absorb the shocks of fuel subsidy. Military government is not the solution.
Okay.
If you look historically, what saved America, Scotland, and the rest was the people decided to rise up and right the system. Until Nigerians rise up and right the system, we will not move forward in this nation. And if you keep going like this, my brother, a bag of rice will be 250,000. On the promotion ordered by Governor Siminala Fubara, my own talks about it, he has started to look into some areas that his former boss or whatever did not look into. He was criticized that he's spending so much, but he is spending to pay off the backlog of payments that Governor Wike didn't pay.
All right.
This man sent this state back 20 years. Rivers State did not improve much under him. I would like anybody who disagrees will come. Let's debate it.
All right then. I've got to go, Ikechi. But then again, I get your point. Thank you very much. I've got to go so I can take all the callers. Let's see this one. It pains me so much to hear that we keep printing money and all the focus will be on the president. What about the governors that he gave? What did they do with the money? Why are we so wicked in this country? Why won't our country keep going down? Who will now question the president? Seen promoting workers? Nice one. He should employ too and also fight the hunger in this state. It has been quiet for too long. Do something, Mr. Governor, and stop all the politics. Kudos to the amiable governor of Rivers State for the promotion of workers at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. Buhari mortgaged the future of Nigeria is the outcome of excess borrowing for 8 years of his tenure. I greet you, Mr. Canada. Anna, thank you very much. And this one says, good day, Canada. Governor Fubara promoting health workers is a welcome development. Please, Governor, after promotion, employment of Rivers youths should follow. Samuel from Rumigbo. This one says, good afternoon, Governor Sim is winning the heart of Rivers people every day. Fubara from Port Harcourt. And this one says, good evening, Canada. Plateau State Governor is correct, but the current government of Tinubu also added to the problem by directing the central bank to allow the use of the old currencies to be used with the new currency that was designed to replace the old. The action doubled the money in circulation. Eric Chooks there. Susie from Erema, welcome. Susie, what's on your mind?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, the governor of Rivers State promoting the hospital workers and all of that. We are in Rivers State today, and the mantra to this extent was actually hinged on New Rivers vision, which is actually a continuity and consolidation government in
in the mantra. And this particular mantra has 37 pages paper that actually all the sectors have been adumbrated on how the governor is going to work on them. Every government has an approach. When the former governor, Chief Barrister Wike, was there, the judiciary actually had it much more better. So it is more like anybody who comes in, you want to look out for your people. That is just by the way. I also want to say that nobody can say that from the time immemorial that River State came in, that no governor has performed. Every government has performed according to how it is for in their own approach. So,
I'm listening.
To say that
but
Wike has sent the River State backward, I do not understand where we are coming from. When things is here to better and even do more, according to what the former governor has done. Do you have any question for me?
No, I do not. Susie, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Reading some more messages. Mike, good afternoon, Canada. If it were to be in a sane country by now, are you saying we are insane? A country? I don't know. But you said the former president would have been called in to answer some questions, and the days of the former CBN governor extended in jail. But we live in a country where people will be quick to call it witch hunting if it's invited. Crude oil, we haven't even drilled, sold in advance. Nigerians are in for a very bumpy ride. Mike from Thai. Mike, good afternoon to you there. I've got Ibiso from Audley Road, and I've got Osaro as well, but I'm coming. I want to read Nicholas Erasmus' message. It says, good afternoon. The promotion of teaching hospital workers by Governor Sim Fubara is a good one. Let him also create jobs and enhance on agriculture for food sufficiency. Nicholas Erasmus. And Owanate West says, good day, Mr. Kalada Korubatibo. Governor Fubara approved the immediate promotion of RSUTH workers. This is a step in the right direction. Health workers are very important to the society, and promotion to all civil servants in the state. This is highly commendable, and kudos to Governor Sim Fubara. Send Governor to River State, Owanate, Clinton West. Ibiso from Audley Road. Greetings to you, Ibiso.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, let's get straight to the point, please.
The governor promoting the hospital workers in River State University. Big one. Some people are saying it's a mantra. I disagree with them. Is the impeachment part of the mantra? The crisis happening in Rivers is part of the mantra. Go-to and Meshi build different schools in different areas. Secondary school to board. The past governor, the different schools they've done. Now go to that school, Tana. Have destroyed everything. Use the zinc. You are just seeing only the block alone. The river taxpayers' money. Go to different areas. If you are going to Calabari, MO, you see that now they've converted to tourism. Go to Bodi, go to Trailer Park. The same go to Eshe. That school is abandoned. So what are you saying about continuity? The governor is doing what he's supposed to do that the masses want. So don't show up and tell us that it's a mantra. It's the important part of the mantra or the continuity. They should allow this man to do what he's doing. He's doing the right work he's supposed to do. I give him kudos.
All right.
For promoting them, and he will promote more people and employ people. More grace to the governor's people. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I have Osaro from Rumolumeni. Osaro, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Canada.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Well, it is obvious and true that leaders, our past leaders, are the ones that have put Nigeria and even the state into this kind of situation. And then somebody actually came out and said, if it can be debated, he is waiting. For a government that did not promote civil service for 8 years, for a government that did not run ministries, as in commissioners did not even were almost dormant. Contracts were not going through the appropriate ministry. Ministry of Work did not really handle most of the contracts.
Okay.
So how will such system promote growth? It is true that River State has been thrown back into 20 years. So when the place functions, everybody, money circulates, the place comes alive. So it is of no doubt that River State went back. We are only beginning to see some glimpse of light. And we pray that God will continue to bless Governor Sim to make the ministries function, to as in go to other places, let it function, and it is not hold everything and run a government that the governor is the commissioner, is doing every other thing. And civil service is just left in the dark and dead until this time. And people are still saying it is not true that every government system would have to function where they feel or where they belong to. It is not true. It's supposed to be everywhere. It's supposed to be everywhere. So every Rivers citizen should do more support and pray for this governor to make this state let the light touch everywhere in this state.
All right, then. All right. Thank you very much. Everybody should be torched. Budu is calling from Eliparanwo. Budu, welcome.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Batubo.
I agree with you.
Yes. Your program is very exciting.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, I really have to commend you.
All right, thank you very much.
There's somebody that commented concerning getting back of River State. A real citizen of River State should not be pronouncing these words. We need an encouragement to the both parties.
Okay. Are you there, Budu? Okay.
Yes. I mean, before now, from Odili regime, Ameti regime, from Ahota to Omok, was a single lane. It was not into our life. But today, there is a sub-university at Ahota and about 5 other local governments in the state. From Ahota to Omok today have been to our life. What are you telling me that the River State is going back? Through weekend. People should mind their words.
All right, then.
Let me calm down. By when we brought his sin, people, hey, he bring his sister Pikin, he bring his sister brother. You know when we can go bring that today, sin is a messiah to River State. Let us take time, oh.
Okay, then. All right, Budu, thank you very much. Let them take time, he says. Chris from Rumubiakani, welcome.
Okay. Good evening, Canada.
It's afternoon. It's 3:50 p.m. It's afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Well, like as I said, it depends on where you are coming from.
Okay.
Somebody say, Governor Sim has promoted workers and all of that. Is it not the workers? Now, let me ask you, can Governor Sim go back to visit judiciary? It's not possible because the former governor has done that one. So it depends on where you are coming from. Promoting a civil servant, how many are they after all? How does that affect those that are not working in a ministry and all of that? So for me, all this is neither here nor there. So, but what I want to say is that it should go beyond this small promotion and the workers and all, because this one, it does not touch the real we that are not working in government. It should go beyond promoting workers and all of that, because it is not enough. It will not put food on Rivers people's table. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. So let's look at messages. I've got a lot of messages. Oh my, I don't know. I just saw that report about the promotion, and I said I should let you know. Apparently, it looks like it's the story that you're more concerned with, or I'm guessing that has stoked the fire, the divide between those who are for and those who are against. And it looks like a debate already, like I beg to differ. Let's see this one. This one says, kudos to the governor, or kudos to the governor for the approval of the promotion of workers. It should also start the implementation of 35,000 naira wage it promised workers last month. Those blaming Buhari for Tinubu's woes are worst enemies of Nigeria. Is Buhari responsible for the fuel subsidy removal? Maybe he is. Do your research. And is he responsible for the floating of the naira that is causing Nigerians highest pains of hardship? Governors remain the problem of this country. Victor from Egbeima. Good afternoon, Kalada. Governor Fubara has written his name in gold in the books of civil servants in River State. No wonder why some anti-civil servant people in River State are against him. He should keep it up. God is with him, and the average Rivers man is with him. Odinego Sonny Didia from Omerelu. Okay. My name is Frank from Owerri. Good afternoon, Mr. Carl. It pains me to still hear this APC-led administration blaming the past government. Buhari did the same for 8 years. Now this government still doing the same. Please, they should copy from Alex Oti. They should do the work and stop the blame game. If you can do the work, kindly resign honorably. Thanks. But Frank from Owerri, it was not the APC that made the statement. As a matter of fact, Plateau State governor is of the PDP. So yeah. Okay. Mike, I see your message. Mike from Thai, thank you very much for your apology. But let's see this one. Caleb's Buhari mortgage claim. Caleb and whoever political group or whatsoever political group, I think you meant to say, can come out with whatever defensive comment for this administration and may even blame the Buhari's administration for the economic quagmire being experienced now. For me, those comments are super stories. Do they think that we are gullible? All these 30 trillion printed and crude oil sold in advance are just claims and unverified. Even at that, how much was dollar in CBN and black market rate as of early June 2023 downward? The dollar was not up to 500 naira and 800 naira respectively as of early June 2023 downward. The hike in dollar and other currency was it not after the fuel subsidy removal and floating of the naira after this administration that brought about drastic hike in fuel price, foreign currency and commodities. So why is Caleb telling us the super story now? Your story is very, very long. When I come back, I read the remaining one. I've got a commercial to stay tuned to 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Updates and I bring you good news. Pep Stores has rebranded and is now known as Pricewise. It's still your friendly family discount store with quality products at affordable prices for every family member. And now with a better shopping experience. Daddy can get his trainers, mommy can get a new pair of jeans, the twins can get matching dresses, and grandma can get those
countries in democratic government, because in military government you can't just be embezzling public funds and so on. One of those military government in Africa, I think last year gave all the persons illegally holding public funds 24 hours to kindly bring it out or risk getting jailed, or I think executive. And within that 24 hours, trillions of monies were returned. But just to counter your argument, remember Abacha's time? Are we not still receiving loots from Abacha's time? I'm just saying. I'm not on any side. I'm just saying. And which ways, let's move on. This one is from Lady V. She says, "Good afternoon, man of the people. In Nigeria, every rumor with time becomes reality." This is the second time the rumors of military taking over is resurfacing. Let's watch it, not by debunking. Buhari has truly mortgaged the future of Nigerians by everyday borrowing, and National Assembly will be approving Buhari National Assembly led by Senator Lawan and Godwin Emefiele should be prosecuted. Congratulations to Governor Fubara for the welfare of people at heart and doing the right thing, and congratulations to the civil servants of Rivers State. Lady V, thank you very much. Tango Ability at Twiggo says the governor graciously approved the immediate promotion of workers at the Rivers State Teaching Hospital. When the right person is on the throne, the people is ruling will rejoice. Kudos to the people's governor from Tango Ability at Twiggo. And Asian Godwin says in the last administration, lawyers and judges were enjoined because the governor then was a member of the bar. In this administration, civil servants are enjoined because the governor is one of them. Next time, market men and women, drivers and farmers should unite and elect one of them. Let's make it turn by turn. ACN Godwin. ACN, no, I think maybe the media will have to come up with their own candidates. So the media, I'm just joking. But I do think I have to step on the brakes right now so that I can make way for Constance Mega to bring you the business news, and let's see what the dollar is doing right now in the Nigerian foreign exchange. Let's see. But before I do that, let's look at Facebook and let's see what messages I have on Facebook, and let's read some of the comments there. Let's see this one. Let's see, what comments do I have? Okay, I think I've read some of these comments while I was reading my messages from WhatsApp. Okay, all right then. I've got to go. But it's not by any chance the end of the conversation. The 4 o'clock hour, I would have a former commissioner, a PDP stakeholder, a prominent politician in River State here in the studio, and we will talk about the current state of the PDP in River State. Remember yesterday I had the Commissioner for Energy on the show, and he confirmed that his convoy's entourage was attacked, and we talked briefly about it. And so we're going to be looking at all of these Thanksgivings and all of this politicking when it's not time for politics. And there is no better person than someone from the PDP in River State to talk about this, so they don't make it look like we're playing opposition, right? So yeah, do stay tuned. We will be right back, and more to come on Hard Facts.